What does it take for you to tell the truth? I mean, about your age, your weight, your finances, your personal or social anxiety. I mean, really, what does it take for you to tell the truth when someone confronts you over an issue that you think, I really shouldn't have to talk about this issue at all? I'd like to keep it to myself. I went fishing yesterday, had a blast, caught a fish. I caught one fish. I hooked one fish, landed one fish out of a whole day of fishing, and still it was totally worthwhile. Big, beautiful bluefin tuna, I don't know, somewhere between 60 and 80 pounds. We didn't weigh it, so I don't know for sure. I want to make it even bigger than what it is. I'd like to say, it's probably 90 or 100 pounds. Not that I'm a liar, just because I like the thought of it being bigger than maybe it even was. Even if me saying it was bigger than what it was doesn't make it any bigger than what it was. It feels good to me. Now, out of that, John caught a big bluefin tuna as well, and John caught a yellowtail also. So John and I had a lot of fillets, probably 80 or 100 pounds of fillets. I've still got a bunch of them in my ice chest at home. And so much bluefin tuna that I have no idea what I'll do with it all. I've thought about people I'd like to give some of it to. But I've wondered why these are the people I would choose to give some of it to. I don't even know if they like bluefin tuna. I don't even know if they're connected in any way, shape, or form. I don't know if it's me trying to get something from them. I know there's no way I could eat all of this. I eat one meal a day. If I started eating this every single meal, it would take me 2-3 months to go through it. If I ate it one meal a day for the next few months, say 4 to 6 ounces of it, I wouldn't even have to cook it. You can eat it raw. So I wondered, what is it that makes me want to tell the truth? I mean, yesterday these fish were swimming in the ocean innocently. No one had bombarded them with jigs and with bait, and no one had come out to the 100 miles wherever we were out into the ocean to fish for them. They were swimming innocently. And some guy who lives in Riverside drove to San Diego, got on a boat, took that boat for another 40 miles wherever it went to, out and south, and then hooked it, reeled it in, they put a gaff in it, took a couple guys to lift that thing up over the rail, then they threw it down into a refrigerator, and at the end of the day, they pulled it up out of that refrigerator and they filleted it, and now I've got those fillets in my ice chest, far from where it ever came from. There's a part of me that feels badly about it. There's a part of me that thinks, and I'm just telling you the truth here. I don't know what it takes to make you tell the truth. There's a part of me that thinks I should have just left that fish alone. Should have left that fish out in the ocean and never bothered that fish at all. I don't need the food. I could have gotten the food someplace else. But I'd be lying if I didn't admit that I loved catching that fish. Not only did I love fighting that fish, I didn't want to let that fish go when it came close to the edge. And I know about the crises that the bluefin tuna fishery is in around the world. And even still, when it was my turn to hook up with one, and I had the opportunity, there was no way I was letting that fish go. When it came to the surface, I was only thinking, put a gaff in it. Quick, get that thing on the boat. I wanted that fish. But in wanting that fish, and bringing it home in fillets, and knowing that I wouldn't eat all of it, I had to confront in myself what it is that makes me tell the truth. Does it always take a toll on someone else? Does it take a toll on some wild animal out in the ocean that deserves none of this? For you, I think occasionally it's good to evaluate in your life, and for me, what it is that requires us to really tell the truth. I've met with 2 families today, one of them whose loved one died unexpectedly in his 80s. The other one whose much beloved son and husband died really unexpectedly and tragically in his 20s. As I've sat with them, they're coming to grips with the ultimate truth that each of us can face. And I realize I don't have an answer for them that can somehow take away the pain or the grief or the loss. We shared, we talked, we prayed, And I tried my very best not to pretend like there was any truth beyond the truth of us holding hands, of turning to God and trusting God in a moment like this. I'm in that situation pretty often. And so I've learned that there's no truth other than being ourselves in these moments. I don't know what it is that brings you down to the bare truth in life, what it is that makes you think, I don't want to avoid this truth, but instead I want to face my reality. But I would encourage you this evening to look at your own life, to think about what you're doing for fun. Is it destructive? Is it positive? Is it constructive? Do you know the reasons for it? And whose lives you're touching and changing with it? And be honest with yourself, brutally honest with yourself, so that you can tell the truth. Hey, most importantly, once you begin to tell the truth to yourself, you can tell the truth to everyone. And when you can tell the truth to everyone, you become to be the miracle in your neighborhood. You become to be the miracle in your family. You get to be the miracle everywhere you go. And I want you to be the miracle because I believe you're amazing. I believe all of us are amazing in our own unique ways. God bless you. I'm getting ready to go home pretty soon. Going to go over my sermon one more time. Then tomorrow morning I'm coming to church at 8:45 and 10:30. I'll be preaching it. Tune in at 8:45 on Facebook Live. You can listen to the message or come on out to Central Community. Or go to Central Community on Facebook or centralcommunity.com. You'll be able to have a place to find it. God bless you. Thanks so much. My truth today is you and me in this relationship and somehow finding a way to be authentic together. God bless you.